Kapitan Moy Building, situated in Marikina, Metro Manila, Philippines, is the 200 years old house of Don Laureano Guevara, known as the founder of the Marikina shoe industry. Also known as Kapitan Moy, he served as Kapitan Municipal in the former municipality, a historical marker honoring him as the pioneer of the shoe making industry in Marikina. Was installed at his birthplace in 1970. Presently, there are two restaurants found in the ground floor of the Kapitan Moy building, and these are Kapitan Restaurant and Kusina ni Kambal. At the Kapitan Restaurant is an old well which serves as a decor and wishing well to customers. Guevara was the fifth child of businessman Jose Emiterio Guevara of Quiapo, Manila, and Timotea Mariquita Andres. His father established the shop named La Industrial in Escolta, Manila, a bazaar, printing press, lithography shop, and firearms dealer rolled into one. The business sustained the Guevara family well enough that his parents were able to send his father Remigio to study in Paris, France. Guevara learned the basics of reading and writing from his parents. Later on, he was enrolled in the Ateneo Municipal, but it appears that he did not finish his education.
In 1987, Marikina emerged as a town of shoemakers through the pioneer effort of Don Laureano, Kapitan Moy Guevara. When the soles of Kapitan Moy's own imported shoe broke, he tried to personally fix his shoes and started experimenting with shoemaking because he did not want to go all the way to Manila. Although some Mariqueños were already engaged in the limited production of slippers and clogs or bakya even before the coming of the Spaniards. Only the Chinese located in Manila were engaged in shoe repair and manufacture at that time. The first shoe last which Capitan Moy imported from Barcelona were two-pointed, so they were remodeled to conform to the shoe styling prevailing in the Philippines during the period.
From a shoe house, it was converted to become a home of needy residents of Marikina. At this time, Doña Teresa de la Paz was actively engaged in philanthropic service from the poor and underprivileged. She brought the house of Capitan Moy to serve the needs of the marginal sector of the community. The hacienda presented the dwelling of the Capitan to his brother-in-law, Don Jose Espiritu. Eventually, it was transformed into a primary school in 1907 to 1955, and many years later, the local government of Marikina developed it to be a city cultural center. The building also served as the house of the American Tribunal when the Americans occupied the Philippines. When the Japanese came over in the 1942 to 1945, it became the Japanese Imperial Army headquarters. Capitan Moy building now houses two restaurants, Cafe Capitan Restaurant and Kokina. It is also a venue for seminars, conventions, and other events. The Bulwagang Bayani, located in the second floor, is fully air-conditioned and can house 400 to 450 guests. The Plaza Capitan may also be rented for different occasions.
Marikina River used to be an important transport route during the Spanish colonial era, but its importance as a transport route diminished when the Philippines National Highway system became more established. The resulting lack of river boat traffic and the deforestation of the upland areas in what is now the Upper Marikina River Basin protected landscape contributed to the river's siltation, further reducing its value as a transport route. Due to negligence and industrial development, the river has become very polluted, an act which recent Marikina City administration have attempted to address.
The diocesan shrine and parish of Our Lady of the Abandoned is a Roman Catholic church in Marikina, the Philippines. The church enshrines one of several images of the Virgin Mary venerated as a miraculous which has received papal recognition. The church itself is a testament of religious controversy rooting back from Marikina's early history, wherein both the Jesuits and Augustinians fought over the ecclesiastical control of the area. The church is also known for featuring Metro Manila's longest Holy Week processions with around 80 floats as of 2018, and third overall after the St. Augustine Parish in the town of Baliwag and the San Isidro Labrador Parish in the town of Purilian, both located in the province of Bulacan and featuring at least 110 floats. Catholicism in what is now Marikina began when the settlement was again ceded to the Augustinians by Jesuits. On March 10, 1687, Governor Gabriel Cruz Elasque ordered the transfer of Marikina to the oversight of Augustinians and merged with the Ministry of San Mateo. He instructed Don Juan Pimentel, the mayor of Tondo, to vacate and demolish the Visita of Jesuas de la Peña, and the Marikina River would flood the site during the rainy season. The Visita could not accommodate the growing congregation, forcing the Austin Friars to transfer operations across Marikina to higher ground, where the much larger present structure was built. The church was subsequently made an independent parish in 1690.
The church suffered major damage during the tumultuous years of the Philippine-American War in the early 1900s, and the carillon was totally destroyed during the Second World War. By 1957, Ola Church was restored and refurbished by Father Silvestre de la Cruz of Archdiocese of Manila with the help from various religious and civic organizations.
Meanwhile, then Bishop of Antipolo Crisostomo Yalong honored the patrona with an Espanyol coronation to remember the 100th anniversary of the venerated image. The celebration was held on May 12, 2002, wherein the coronation was facilitated by former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. By virtue of a decree granted by the Holy See through Pope Benedict XVI, the venerated image of Our Lady of the Abandoned was canonically crowned on October 23, 2005. Manila Archbishop Gaudencio Cardinal Rosales headed the Holy Mass and canonical rites together with the Antipolo Bishop Gabriel V. Reyes and Parish Priest Reverend